everyone, welcome back to Autocrat Prime, where we love us what, as my wife would say, Transformers. But she has been under the weather lately. I am very sorry about being late on doing a review, but let me just tell you something. I did this guy as an unboxing. Bam, this guy right here, and I have to tell you, I was absolutely blown away by just right off the bat how aesthetically it looked. It just looked so good. My wife actually purchased this for me, which she used a code from Billy the Kid's channel, which I'll have a link down below, so that you could go there and use the code to use something. But so she used it. She knew that I couldn't ever find the one that was the Walmart and exclusive. And so she was like, but he looks like he's going to be tiny and cute. And he came in, and my wife was like, oh my God, he's adorable. And I have to tell you something. This guy, I love. I am blown away by this figure on several levels. Before I do, I don't typically keep boxes, but I'm keeping this one. It just takes me back as my childhood with all this right here, very much that original G1 feel. And yeah, let's take a look at the packaging. Right off the bat, you know who he is. This is going to be Cosmo. Come on now, we know who it is. We know the first UFO toy out there. That Area 51 needs to make it their toy. That they need to sit there and have him be their spokesperson at Area 51. But enough of that. Let's take a look. It just right off the bat, man, I'm like, I am taken back to my childhood immediately. As soon as I unboxed this thing, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I felt like a kid in a candy store because I wasn't sure what I was going to be getting quality-wise. But I knew that it looked good. It looked really, really good. And gotta tell you, this may be a rabbit hole that all that's going to be going down. I'm telling you, it might be. But that is it for the packaging. Again, Legendary Heroes. Absolutely Legendary Heroes. So that is it for the packaging. Let's take a look at this guy right off the bat. I just want to sit here. If I have the chance, the time to find a little animal or something before this review is going to go up, I was going to put it like inside here and look like he was beaming. Because, I mean, look at that. The stand itself, it looks like a tractor beam going down and getting ready to have a whole new type of probing, one that only adults can understand. But here he is. Look at him. He looks good. He looks really, really good. And I do plan to kind of like get out my G1 Cosmos so I can like put them side by side. But I wanted to do this review. But right there, right off the bat, the paints are nice. The nice little red button back there. The fact that you have this here. A lot of people may have issues, but I mean, come on, with how many times? I mean, first of all, the size, I understand. I don't have the problems with the hands sticking out of the back here. I really don't. Especially what Hasbro's been giving us lately. But come on, could you imagine if Hasbro did something like this? They just wouldn't do it. I honestly don't believe that Hasbro would actually make a product like this for the collector. I really don't. And with the price point. So, as you see here, this is the bottom. Here's where the little tractor beam, it tabs into his feet, which is really cool, which means that when I put him in his robot mode, you'll get to see this bad boy again. Set it off to the side. So here we have him. And yes, he is not a very big looking figure, but he has a big enjoyment and transformation. I mean, he just does all the way around. I was already told, my wife asked me, she knows I usually keep him in robot mode, but she asked me if I would put him back. And I was like, sure, no problem. And as soon as I've been playing around with him, it's going to be no problem to put back. He's just that much I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it so much. So let's get into it, guys. So right about here is where you're going to untab this right here. And you're going to lift this part up. All right. When you do that, you're just going to come here. And you're going to take your finger. You're going to put it right here. And you're going to carefully pull that out. When you do, for me, that worked better. Just pulling that out just a little bit. And it didn't feel like it was going to put any stress on the joint. But I got to be honest with you. This guy's so compact. And I really don't have to worry about the joints really that much. But here we go. So then from here, I'll do the same. I'll bring that out just a little bit. And then I untab this right here. And right there you have those untabbed. Then from here, you're going to come up front here. Right here. You're going to untab this whole section. Just like so. The whole section. Just like so. And then from there, you're going to start moving this thing around a little bit. He's going to be moving and grooving. So the thing that I like to do too is that I then come here. I'm going to do untabbing. Give me just a second. I'm having to listen out. So, okay. So I'm going to bring his feet, separate them right here. Bring that there. There's that. From there, I'm going to bring the arms out like so. Out like so. When I do that, that's got this all freed up. It's going to rotate and it's going to rotate just like so. From there, you're going to take this flap here, fold it in. That will go down. It will be flush in just a second. From there, he is a tiny little guy. A tiny, tiny, tiny little guy. So I'm going to make sure that I got all his hinges undone. So then from here, I'm going to come here, untab all this right here. Oh, I don't think that was supposed to happen. It wasn't, but hey, we all know how Otto is. I am an absolute monster when it comes to untabbing things and doing things like so. So that just tapped in. That lets you know that, hey, it's still got good quality. It passes Otto's test of manhandling your transformers while you're trying to do the review. And sitting there trying to force something to happen, it's just like, you can't do that. You just can't force things to happen. They just have to be organic. They just have to happen for themselves. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece here. I'm going to flip it down like so. Take this, flip it down like so. When I do that, this piece here will rotate around like so. When that happens, all this stuff here is going to come back up, and that's going to be like that. I bring this piece here up, right there. I like to have my arms a little bit bent and out, so do that. And then bent down like so. Alright. So we have that. We have this. Now we need to bring the legs down. The legs down. Okay. And then from there, I know what I did wrong. I forgot to put his arms up. Put his arms up, because see what that's going to do is give you the space to push that down. Then bring the arms out like so. Look, guys, he's passing all the tests right off the bat. You know, is he going to pass the fact that someone can be a klutz and still get this little guy transformed and not worry about breaking pieces? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. And then you just bring this piece down here, bring that out, bring that down. Then you just lift the arms up so you can see where I want to be tabbing them. Because all this will just tab in for his, what I call his Buddha belly. And bring all this down, make sure everything is tight and together. Together forever. So there we go. And then that that tabs right in. That tabs in right there. And bring the arms down, bring that down. And there you have Cosmo. Look at that little dude. Look at that. First of all, head sculpt is amazing. The paints on this guy. I mean, let's be honest. Would you really think that you would get this type of paint here and back here like so? Having this little flap go up so you can do a waist rotation easy. Legs go up about that far. Don't go that far out. He does do the nice little splits. He does have ball joints for the knees, which I'm fine with, because that gets you where you get your rotation and everything. Elbows up and out. Let's be honest. For a figure like this, would you really get a wrist rotation? Seriously, would you? The answer to that is no. You do get this nice tilt down for transformation for the foot and there. Everything's here, as you can see. You have no hollow points, no hollowness. You can then, if you want to, which you can take his feet, tab them back together like so. Take this, tab it in to his feet like so. And he has a stand. I mean, right there. Other cool thing about this is that if you want to, does come with that for you if you want that. For the, to put whatever signet you want on it. Gave you enough that if you're like me and a klutz and mess up, you can just do it all over again. But yeah, I mean, for the price point for this, everything, gotta tell you, I think this is a third-party company that I am actually going to be purchasing from. Never thought that would be the case. Thought I would, always be one of those die-hard Hasbro only, and occasionally get some figures for size-wise. But now it really becomes a quality and financial, in all honesty. And this guy, he meets all the criteria for me. The size is cute, that my wife loves. He's adorable. Head goes up, goes all the way around. He has a waist rotation like I showed you. Arms can go all the way out like this. Could go out a little bit that way. He has that ball joint, so there's that. I will say the one thing for me that's a little bit down is the fact with the legs. You can get them to kick up like so. It is a little bit tight, but that's about it. You got that much of a knee bend, and that is about it. But come on, he looks awesome. I mean, he really does. I mean, this is the way Cosmos should look. This is the way we as collectors should be getting our figures. The quality that as we used to get from Hasbro. Yes, they used to be bigger. Yes, they used to have ratchets. But as time has gone, they have given us more and more hollowness. And he is supposed to be yellow. Not like some of the white figures that we've been getting from Hasbro that are yellowing. Paint apps are good. Extra paint apps. I don't think we get all these paint apps, with any of their lines right now. Any of them, including the Studio Series, which I am going to still stick with. I am still going to collect the Studio Series, but overall, this guy here, he fits that niche. And, Billy was showing me some other things from this company that comes out. And, my goal is to look and get one at a time to see, if it still lives up to. If it's better than this, then you're only going to be looking up for better figures. And to me, I love this guy. Absolutely love this guy. That's about it for the review. As always, please pay attention and share what you love and do what you do. Like my grandpa always said, hold on to something from your youth, you'll never grow old. Look to the stars and you may see a UFO. Y'all have a good one. I added that last one. Bye, guys.